Welcome to another week of Brexit news and updates. Throughout the weekend we had a number of Labour MPs defecting to the Lib Dems again, and we had Amber Rudd resigning from government, which no one really cared about, so not much really happened. But we've had new developments from Remainers trying their best to stop Brexit. Now, we all know about the bill that Remainers have put through the House of Commons and then the House of Lords to block no-deal Brexit. The bill that said that they will force the Prime Minister to go to the EU and ask for an extension. And they've also just said that if the Prime Minister ignores the bill, they're going to get a civil servant and an unelected bureaucrat to go to the EU and get it done. The former Supreme Court Judge Sumption had said that a court could authorize a civil servant to sign a letter asking the EU for a Brexit extension and could rule that the letter is in effect from the Prime Minister, whether or not Boris Johnson agrees. Now, this definitely sounds like a coup. All this has been coming at a time when Remainers have been saying that the closer we get to a no-deal Brexit scenario, the economy is going to be collapsing. Well, is it? We just had the new stats coming out, which shows that the UK economy grew at its fastest pace in 6 months in July, an unexpectedly strong performance. This is compared to Germany, Italy and a number of other Eurozone countries whose economy is actually shrinking, and some of them are essentially in recession already. But speaking of our European partners, when it comes to the extension, obviously the European Council have to approve that, and we've already seen signals from certain countries that would say, well, we're not going to keep extending it for no reason. The French Foreign Minister has already ruled out that France would agree to an extension under the status quo. They've essentially said that we can't keep going through this every 3 months. But the Boris Johnson government and Downing Street are not even going to be relying on France or Hungary or any of those countries, because they've already said that they're going to sabotage this bill because it's undemocratic and it is essentially a coup. The Downing Street insiders said that we intend to sabotage any extension. The surrender bill only kicks in if an extension is offered. Once people realize our plans, there is a good chance that we won't be offered a delay. Even if we are, we intend to sabotage that too. As I've been saying in the last few videos, we should all calm down and relax. Let's not panic just yet, because Downing Street have a plan and we will be leaving at the end of October, most likely without a deal, or a last minute, a flexible arrangement that will lead to a trade deal immediately. So let's see how that goes. But when it comes to any snap election or anything, there are good signs that obviously the Brexit Party saying that they won't challenge Conservative Brexit MPs. And we've also seen signals from the Conservatives, obviously not officially because they will never do an official pact with any party, but Sajid Javid has repeatedly refused to rule out an election pact with Brexit Party. This is not the same as an official pact, but it basically means that both parties would understand if there's going to be a snap election before Brexit, that they have the same agenda and they have to unite unofficially to fight the Remainers. Now, all this has been making Remainers lose their minds again, because the more good news is coming towards our side, they know that they're losing more control and power of the narrative. First, they wanted to do a vote of no confidence in Boris Johnson. Then they wanted a snap election. When Boris said, fine, let's do it, they said, oh, actually, no. And then last week they said that they want to put Boris into prison if he ignores to do what the bill says. And now they have a new plan. Plaid Cymru and Emily Thornberry of the Labour Party have said that Boris could face impeachment if he forces no-deal Brexit. Boris Johnson could be impeached if he ignores the law at stopping a no-deal Brexit, with the Westminster leader of Plaid Cymru urging MPs to think the unthinkable. Impeachment? What is this, Bill Clinton? We don't do this sort of stuff in this country. But as we heard earlier today, the government are officially proroguing Parliament as of tonight, the 9th of September. So the Remainer MPs could go back to their bedrooms and cry for the next 5 weeks. But it's funny because their main opposition that the Remainers have to the no-deal scenario is that they say that during the EU referendum, Vote Leave basically lied and no one was holding them to account. And they've also didn't mention that we would be leaving a single market. But this is the evidence we found.
To negotiate these things, then it will be via the French middleman in Brussels, which has scuppered trade deal after
Isn't the current Trade Commissioner a Brit?
We all
He's not a French middleman.
we all know that the trade negotiations have been dominated by the French for 50 years, and that's the case now. It's why the recent negotiations with India were scuppered yet again over the French film industry, which happens once every, I don't know, sort of once every 7 years or something. It's a tradition.
Okay, thank you. Well, I think, Chairman, we've established that both leave don't want to be part of the single market. I'll pass the floor back.
I think most of the members of this committee don't want to be part of the Euro and part of Schengen, at least now, if not beforehand. So I don't think that's exactly a controversial position.
Rachel Reeves.
Yes, not only Parliament and MPs were holding both campaigns to account through a number of select committee meetings throughout the whole campaign. There were a number of situations where not only the Remain leaders like David Cameron, but also the Vote Leave campaign officially saying that obviously if we vote to leave, we will be leaving the single market. This was the official line. Of course, there were a number of Brexit campaigners who were saying actually ideally they wanted to be linked to the single market or whatever. But the official line was always, if you vote to leave, you will leave every single thing. And again, to answer the question that they were not being held accountable for the lies that they were saying, yes, they were. They were being scrutinised repeatedly and regularly by Parliament and select committees. But let's see how the next few days goes with this Brexit saga. So if you want to stay up to date, make sure you subscribe and click on the notification bell next to it so you get notified when a video is released. The videos are up Monday to Friday, 6 p.m. every day. So make sure you are subscribed. If you want to follow me on social media, my Twitter and Instagram are down here. And if you want to become a member of the Cabinet Club to support the channel, I'll put the link in the description as always. And if you have any questions, we're going to be doing a live Q&A this weekend, probably Sunday. But I will obviously keep you guys updated. If you want to join us during the live Q&A, if you have any questions, get them ready. And I'll see you guys tomorrow with a new video.